And just like that, the series is tied. Stone lifting the Stanley Cup. Yeah! Let's go! Go, Knights, go! Why? Oh my goodness! Yeah, he's gorgeous. I never thought I'd see that in a hockey game. The Vegas Golden Knights win 5-1 against the Colorado Avalanche. Not quite 7-1, but I mean, Colorado didn't implode on themselves in the third period, so there's that too. After game 1, I had said we needed to go back to Colorado. Going into game 5, tied 2-2, and well, it happened. So let's go get the next 2, because A, that would be fun. B, we would be able to close another series in the Fortress, and that's awesome. And then C, I'm not wanting Kadri to be as much of an X factor as far as him returning for possibly game 7. Plus, I'm pretty sure that game 7 between these two teams might actually kill me. Reeves came back from his suspension, and a lot of fans were either super excited or very, very, very nervous because of how well that the fourth and third lines have been playing the last couple of games, and we were afraid of changing that back up, and McNabb was back in and Holden was taken out, despite the fact that Holden has 5 assists in the playoffs so far and has played really, really well. But McNabb was good, and Reeves, we'll get to him. But right out of the gate, Vegas comes guns a-blazing and is able to put on some pressure again early in the game. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. But Colorado, minute 50 seconds in, is the first team to score. No! This goal let in by Fleury. I can't entirely tell how much of a fault it was for him because Whitecloud was completely in his way and trying to cover what Fleury already had instead of covering Saad, who's right over there with the entire net open waiting for the puck to basically just pop out so he can do exactly what he did. It was just a brain fart from Whitecloud and Fleury, I guess, together. Just like that, another weird goal to open up Colorado scoring and giving them a 1-0 lead in game 4. Vegas tries to respond immediately after this and draws a penalty from that and had a lot of sustained pressure with the delayed penalty 6-on-5, but not able to convert on that or the power play because, of course... Go! Come on. I like your energy. I like your energy. Let's get some of that out there. The best chance on the power play going to Colorado. Jost intercepts a pass and is able to outskate Pietrangelo towards the goal and gets a good shot on, but Fleury is able to make the pad save. And then pandemonium in front of the net on Colorado again, but this time Riley Smith had this shot that I thought went in and scored the goal. And then I realized that that didn't count after March3ssault had already scored. All of this started because Grubauer was trying to motion to Nemeth that he wanted him to go left, and March3ssault went around, so Nemeth stopped and just stood there, and Smith stripped him of the puck and had that opportunity. Grubauer stays out of the net because he doesn't know where the puck is, and everyone else is trying to scramble for it, and Carlson's ends up getting it from the corner, sends it just straight into the slot where March3ssault in the crease is there and able to just tap this home to open the scoring for Vegas to tie the game 1-1. Yeah! Goal! Look at your energy and produce a goal! Let's go! Oh, yay! Towards the end of the first period, Jonathan Marchessault was called for tripping on Donskoy, and at first I was like, that's kind of a weird call. It looked like he got the puck, but he didn't, and it was a really good call by the refs, followed by a questionable one. I would probably call it a soft call, but it is a call on Makar for interference on their power play where, to me, it looks pretty obvious that Makar was setting a pick for McKinnon to have more room to go into the zone, which is technically interference, and he can't do that. I could understand why you could argue against that, and that's just the way that the refs called it this time, and it's in the favor of the Golden Knights. So of course people are gonna just be like, Vegas Golden refs, even though they call penalties in favor of either team, both way, like it. So that cancels out Colorado's most dangerous weapon, which turns out isn't Nathan McKinnon, it's their freaking power play, because 5-on-5, they haven't been able to do anything yet. I'm not trying to roast them, it's just the way that they haven't risen to play against what Vegas has been able to do to them, and that's just unfortunate. The rest of the first period, not a ton of dangerous chances happening. There was one from McKinnon, but it was right on the doorstep and Fleury shut it down. So we go into the second, tied 1-1. Good job, Fleury. Again, Vegas outplaying Colorado and still only coming out of the period tied. It's kind of concerning. Shot by Gerard, blocked by White Cloud in Colorado's offensive zone. White Cloud doesn't have a stick, but he's able to get it over to Stone, who then just races with it, and it forms a 3-on-2. Mark Stone passes it over to Patches on his left, and Pacioretty absolutely snipes this past Grubauer to make it 2-1 Vegas. Oh yeah, 3-on-2, let's go. Yeah! Goal! Pacioretty! Yeah! Goal! We have the lead! Pacioretty's third goal of the playoffs, and it's his third game-winning goal. I really miss this guy, holy cow. We all missed Max Pacioretty, didn't we?
What?
Do you see yourself in the camera? Vegas and Colorado trade some chances, but Vegas definitely generating more of the dangerous opportunities until we draw a penalty because Burakovsky with a really bad holding penalty on Alex Tuch, where he basically grabbed his shoulder and ripped him down, and like there is no way you can argue against that call, right? Score, but whoa! However, in the scrum that happens after that, Tuch and Comfer called for roughing on each other. Kind of weird, but it will just be a power play instead of 4-on-3, which if I'm Vegas, 4-on-3 is definitely the better option given how it was in overtime in the regular season. But now our power play seemed ineffective. But that would change because with about 10 seconds left in the power play, Pietrangelo on the point sends it over to March3ssault, his shot saved by Grubauer, and then they basically just wash, repeat. But Grubauer not able to save the second opportunity from March3ssault for the one-timer, and it goes in to make it 3-1, and we're officially on the March3ssault Hattie watch. March3ssault. Power play goal! Vegas continued to dominate Colorado for the rest of the period, but nothing else comes, so we're going into the third up to 3-1. Wow, good job, Reeves. And immediately, Colorado really trying. You can see how desperate they are in their plays, but the post said no. Fleury and the post, name a better duo. I think the reason that the posts love Fleury so much is because he takes the time to appreciate them and pat them and thank them. I think that that definitely plays a role in the relationship that those two have. A little over 5 minutes into the period, there's an opportunity that happens because Carlson with a beautiful feed up to Smith as he enters the new, offensive zone. And he's around two of the Colorado defenders and is able to backhand this, but Grubauer makes the save, but Vegas recovers the puck and is able to have it in the offensive zone still. March3ssault skates completely around the net and no one follows him. And so Riley Smith with an absolutely beautiful feed over to the other side for March3ssault to just bang on this goal to get the hat trick. 4-1 Vegas. Hat trick! Woohoo! March3ssault! Well, you see, it doesn't rain often in Vegas, but when it does, it pours. And it was raining hats for about 6 minutes there where they had to continuously clean off the ice the entire time.
He spends it all. Well, I guess he's still counting multi-millionaire. Idiot multi-millionaire.
Then McCarr hits a post and rinse, wash, repeat what I said about her Fleury in the post earlier. Evander Kane, shots fired. Wow. Good glove save by Grubauer. Now, Eddie Olcyzk and I don't often agree. You're gonna say that after they almost killed a 9-minute power play, Eddie Olcyzk? Seriously? Take your sock and shove it in your mouth. Take your sock and shove it in your mouth. But we did hear because Patrick Brown has this beautiful pass from Ryan Reeves to leave him all alone in front of Grubauer, and he takes a shot. Grubauer makes the initial save, but he's sliding back, and Connor Brown does take a poke at it, but he doesn't push Grubauer in, but the puck completely crosses the line, and it looks to me like a good goal, and they officially called it no goal. Wow, Eddie Olcyzk and I agreeing on something? Wow, what kind of a twisted world is this? That's it! That's a goal! The refs reviewed it, they looked at it and were like, oh yep, that's a good goal. Patrick Brown! Really nice pass from Reeves too. Like, that was actually a thing of beauty. And then Colorado challenged it for goalie interference. They're challenging it. I don't entirely understand this call from Jared Bednar, but although some people were saying they did, Eddie Olcyzk said he did, so back to disagreeing. And it was confirmed no goaltender interference. It was a good goal, and therefore Vegas goes to the power play immediately after this, but you could tell that they were just kind of settling in. They weren't really trying to score. I mean, that or their power play is just awful, which could also be true. So T-Mobile got to celebrate Patrick Brown's goal 3 times, and from Tyler Bishop. Patrick Brown has as many 2021 playoff goals as Connor McDavid and Sidney Crosby combined. And that'll be it. Series is tied at 2-2, heading back to Colorado where we did not win. But if we keep playing the way that we've been playing the last 3 games, we don't change anything. What's Colorado gonna do? They've shown that they can't do anything against this. The 2 of their goals in the game 2 were on the power play, and we gave them a couple opportunities tonight, but it wasn't many, and the one that they did score wasn't on the power play, but like, even strength, the 2 goals that they did have the last 2 games were kind of fluky. Both by Saad. I don't know, just play Saad for the whole 60 minutes. Maybe he'll just find another fluky way to get multiple pass flurry, but scratch that, not hoping for that. Let's just not put that energy out there. Alex Pietrangelo quietly with really good game. He was really solid tonight and showing exactly why we acquired him in the offseason. I take back the things I said about him since the last time. I took back everything I said about him. This fan base has been really back and forth on Petro, but he played a really solid game tonight and had a beautiful assist to March3ssault on the power play. Fleury also played really well. He got bailed out by the post twice in the 3rd period, but like honestly, Fleury played positioning really well. From Nick Kotsanika, since the 1st period of game 2, the Golden Knights have outshot the Avalanche 110-52. Yikes. Well, for Colorado fans. Holy cow, yeah. Grubauer looked human tonight. He played well. Despite allowing 5 goals, he's been really worked since game 2, and eventually, yeah, like games like that'll happen because he's human. It'll be really interesting to see how we respond going back to Colorado and playing at a higher altitude, which has some effect, but we'll see. Let's go out and win game 5. Anyways, it's gonna be it for round 2, game 4's nightly review. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night.